Hey, aloha guys. Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org with Christian Henneke. We're standing right now at the corner of Front Street and Fleming Road. You can see that Front Street sign. This is the highway, and those are the school buses going by right now. And this, if you remember, is the place where the police had blockaded the people that were trying to escape from Front Street. This is the spot. This is where they could not go any further. You would think during a fire like that, they would just be streaming out of here. Both lanes contraflowed that way, but they weren't. There was a blockage right here, one lane, and then they were forced to take a left-hand turn, but it was very, very slow. And this is where Fish came and talked to the police officer and said, "What are you doing? Why aren't you letting these people out? There's a fire." And the police officer said, "Well, I'm just under orders, so to speak." So we're in here for the first time since the fires. The first time we could stand here. There's been a security van detail sitting right here in this spot. Usually a big, nice F-150 Raptor and a tent, and we were unable to turn down here or walk in here. So this is the first opportunity that we've had to come down here. And the reason we're here, obviously, is because we're paying homage to those people that lost their lives, the children, and we're just having this chance to come down here and grieve and to be in a place that was basically, verboten. It was illegal. Yeah. It was Checkpoint Charlie. You can still see the $8 million black fence that they put up immediately, and media was not allowed. I'm even thinking that what we're doing right now, filming in this spot, is still not allowed. So we're taking some chances, I believe, just standing here in this location. But we're going to use this as an opportunity to hopefully shine a light on Maui so that you can share this video, so that you can maybe make some plans to come to Maui, to come here on vacation, because right now, I don't know if you agree with this, Christian, but I think Maui is dying as we speak.
Yeah. Because
occupancy is down, and certain messages have come out through the activist organizations that are encouraging people. that's the wrong word. Disencouraging.
Yeah.
Discouraging. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's a real thing. So Christian was. I know it wasn't hard to do, but you came all the way over here to Maui from Texas.
Yeah.
Because you've been working on something for the last few months called the Lahaina Project, and it's not that we can solve everyone's problem, right? It's not. We'd love to, but we feel like everyone needs to do their part, whatever their part is. So for you, it could be just watching this video and sharing it and mentioning it over the water cooler tomorrow at work. It could be you putting together a trip with your friends and family to come here this Christmas and to book an Airbnb like Christian is staying in, and supporting someone that has an Airbnb that they're currently trying to ban. It could be, subscribing to the channel. I mean, something. We all have to engage in whatever it is that God is calling us to do. Praying for this town, praying for our country, and putting yourself out there to whatever degree you're comfortable. Because to me, I believe it's sort of like Stephen Covey said, like the 7 habits, and he made an 8th habit. The 8th habit, if you read the book, is find your voice and help others to find their voice. And I read that book when I was a young man, and I never really understood it. I honestly didn't. But I kind of get it now, and that is, there comes a time in your life when you no longer are going to be silenced. That could be in your career, that could be in your marriage, that could be with your kids. You're going to speak your truth, and you're going to let your voice be heard. And we all have that opportunity now more than ever because of things like this, social media.
Yeah.
But to come out and speak your truth and to share what other people are speaking when you hear truth, I think is super important. And one of the things that Christian brought to light for me was an opportunity to help people that are from this island that were affected by this fire. Either they lost their home or they lost their job, and they've lost hope. And he put together something called the Lahaina Project, or Switch for Lahaina, and it's changing lives. And he's all the way back over here again. I know it's tough duty, but being down here actually is kind of tough duty, to tell you the truth.
It is. It's really sobering.
And maybe you could just spend a few moments speaking your truth about what you've kind of dedicated your life to ever since COVID, when this whole kind of agenda started materializing and we all started becoming aware of what the elites are doing and what the government is doing, and you kind of came up with a solution that actually helped people economically.
Yeah. So you ever if you identify as a little guy, a non-billionaire like Eric and I, this might resonate with you. You ever feel like it doesn't really matter what you do? Like nothing really matters. The powers that be, the elites, whatever you want to call them, like they created this game. They make the rules. They play by different rules. They play by whatever, they do whatever they want. But we better get in line. We better stay in line. We better shut up. And we all know, don't we all kind of know we're just going to die in line someday? Like, I feel like that's like, if you're so unfortunate to be a little guy, that's what we're supposed to, I think that's what we're kind of supposed to imagine. And we're supposed to kind of cower in fear our whole lives and just be compliant and all this kind of stuff. And when all the COVID stuff fired up, and so I used to be a plumber, in case you haven't seen me on the channel before, I'm a nobody, I'm a nothing. I'm a regular person. I'm married. I have kids. Until recently, I drove a minivan. It's like I feel like the whole minivan thing really underscores my. Okay, yeah, definitely a little guy.
I've had like 5 of them.
Yep, I think I drove one of your minivans.
You did, yeah.
First
It was a beater,
time.
huh?
It was pretty special.
It was rough.
It was pretty terrible.
It's called the Maui beater, by the way. Yeah.
That's funny. So, are you one of us? Are you? I think you are. So then the next challenge, I think, is, so wait a minute, if you're a little guy, then you're probably hanging on for dear life. The walls are caving in. There's not enough money to even get things you actually, the things we didn't used to have to think about a whole lot have doubled in price, or whatever's insanity is happening or is still happening around us. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring. There is a small thing you could do that would make a big difference for little guys, survivors. I'll give you this other view here. So, it's just making a little change. You've been buying and running out of stuff your whole life. You probably haven't thought about it. You don't talk to people about it, but you've been buying it. You've got a chance to switch this habit you have in the background of life. I think you'll like it. I think if you explore it, you'll find it compelling. I think you'll be really shocked, actually, at some of the things we've found out that we'll show you. I ran it by Eric, and he was floored. I think it'll have the same impact on you. And then you'll have a chance to make a difference, even as a trying not to die little guy. trying not to get squashed like a bug. Just trying to survive. So,
if you are a person that is trying to survive and you're from Lahaina and you lost a job, then there's actually an opportunity here. We put together a work crew about 4 months ago.
Yep.
And that's who you'll be talking to if you go to switchforlahaina.com and you set an appointment. And of course, if you keep the appointment, which we hope you will, but you're going to talk to someone from this town that is going to help you. And if you're a person that needs that help, if you just now, recently, in the last 48 hours, my cleaner that I've known for the last 15 years, she's always busy, she's always booked. She still takes on my jobs, but she's booked way out. Now she's calling me saying, Eric, she's a wonderful older lady, and she's like, do you have any jobs? I need some jobs. So as time goes forward and this island gets choked financially, there's more people. So if that's you that needs an opportunity, we want to hear from you. We want to talk to you.
Yeah, we would love to show you kind of behind the scenes, see what you think, see if you'd like to help on the back end. It is work. And I think that's another thing, you've talked about it on the channel before, Eric, but this is honorable, this is meaningful, this is long-term, this isn't a Band-Aid, this is a solution. You could be a part of a solution. So, just in case you've been kind of just, busy trying to keep the wheels on in your own life, and you were falling for this whole idea that you can't make a difference, you're not supposed to even try, they're wrong. You can. Take a look, and you'll see what we're talking about.
Well, thanks again, Christian. I really appreciate you taking some time to come down here and to hang out on Maui and to help. You've made a big difference in a lot of people's lives, and I think it's just going to continue to grow.
Look at this. There's some life springing up over here that I saw earlier.
Wow, you mentioned this to me. That's what you saw.
Isn't that beautiful?
Look at that. This is a plumeria tree that is shooting up from this, because you know what they did? They cut down the trees the crew cut down the tree. You can see where they shaved it down right there. One of my friends has had a mango tree that survived the fire. He came down here as often as he could to prune his tree, to water his tree, and it was actually producing fruit. And then he gets a notice from the company ECC that was doing the cleanup and said, you have to cut it down. You have to cut it down. So it's really bizarre. Even the mango trees were not safe from the government. Another point of interest here, we're right across from the Pentecostal church that had the steeple was recently removed, but that's where that damage is, that line that they're covering with a tarp so that people can't see it when they drive by the highway. Interesting effect that happened to that church. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate your attention. We thank you so much for checking out switchforlahaina.com. And please make your travel plans to Maui. Please come support this island. We thank you for your prayers. We thank you for subscribing. We thank you for thumbing up the video. Yeah. We just thank you. We're just thankful. We're full of gratitude. I'm full of gratitude just to be standing in this spot with Christian right now, because it is an honor to still be here and to still be fighting the good fight and doing everything that we can to help this town, to support these people, and to continue to bring you the truth, essentially. So,
yeah. Yep. Thanks, Eric.
Till next time.